I'm sure every kid loved summer, but for me, all I could tell you about it was summer camps. Whether it was athletic camps, art camps, the rec center, Latchkey. If you went to Latchkey, you know what that is. I went to every camp imaginable. And with both my parents working full-time, I didn't really have a choice. It was the norm. Every summer, I went to all these camps. It wasn't by the age of 7 when I realized I was the only kid at camp showing up without a sibling. Now, granted at the time, I could not have told you what a sibling meant. I had no idea what that was. But what I am going to tell you right now is how being an only child made me adapt in elementary school and middle school. It showed me how extroverted I became and how now it's turned me into a deeper and more compassionate person. Now, elementary school, I walked in, there was just kids everywhere. I was not used to this. At the most, I was used to maybe 3 kids at my house, and so it was just very overwhelming for me. I was so used to being with adults that I usually just navigated with my teachers. I stuck by their side and just talked it up with them, and that didn't change much going into middle school. Sorry. Going into middle school, I continued to build really deep relationships with my teachers. A couple days ago, I was making my grad invite list, and I realized I was inviting literally 50 teachers that I still talk to today. So I think that being an only child has really made me broaden my being able to talk to everyone. I was kind of a dork in middle school. Up until the 8th grade, you would not see me with my hair down. I wore Under Armour everything. If anyone remembers those Under Armour headbands that were braided, that was my jam. And so I didn't really get out of my comfort zone until I joined Web in the 8th grade. I'm sure all of you know what Web is. It's a lot like Link Crew here, and it really taught me to kind of jump from group to group and be able to talk to everyone. I started becoming friends with a lot of different groups of people throughout middle school and high school, and by the time we got to high school, it kind of sucked. Being a part of so many groups of people, I wasn't able to hang out with all of them, and a lot of people thought that I just had a ton of friends, but there was a real big difference in between knowing a lot of people and having really good friends that I was able to hang out with a lot. I started getting really lonely, and with being an only child, I kind of just sat in my room by myself and had to really deep reflect, and that's what I think has brought me here today, to being a compassionate person, because I never want anyone else to feel like that. And I try to include as many people as I can, aka the senior skip day, which was not fun to plan, but I think that overall being an only child has its downfalls, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world because it's made me who I am today and my quirky, fun self.